Okay, so I want to go over these problems, number 6 through 13. And so I'm having some technical difficulties, so I have to do a whole bunch of shorter videos than longer ones, because it gets, for whatever reason, it gets really fuzzy. So let me try to do this quickly. So name the following write the formulas for the following ionic compounds. First one is potassium iodide. How do I know what potassium is? What do I know what iodide is? Page 45 in the textbook. Please refer to that table because you won't know, well, unless you have this memorized, and during regular school you would have to have this memorized. But potassium is +1, iodide is -1. So the formula of potassium iodide will be, well, just Ki. Normally we don't put the charges in. If you left it like that, just K plus I minus, it's not technically incorrect, but we usually don't put the charges in the final answer. So that's number 6. Number 7 is, the question is magnesium oxide. Magnesium is Mg, is charges +2. Oxide is charges -2. So what's the formula of magnesium oxide? It's just MgO. Done. Okay, the next question says, what's aluminum chloride? 8 is aluminum chloride. Aluminum is Al, is charge is +3. Chloride is charge is -1. Now, does +3, -1 add up to 0? No, of course not. So what's the formula of this thing? Well, it needs to add up to 0. +3, -1 doesn't add up to 0. But if I had 3 chlorides, then that's 1 +3 and 3 -1. That adds up to 0. The formula of aluminum chloride is AlCl3. 3 chlorides to balance out with the 1. The 1 +3 is balanced out with 3 -1s. Question number 9 says sodium nitrate. So sodium is Na, it's +1. What's nitrate? On page 45, again, this is not page 45, but it's the same table. Nitrate is NO2-. Nitrate is NO2-. Nitrate is wait, it should be NO3. I think I looked up the wrong one. That's nitrite. Yeah, NO3-. Nitrite is NO2-. There's lots of similar ones. Nitrate is NO3-. +1, -1, does that add up to 0? Yes, it does. So it's just NaNO3, and we're done with question number 9. Next one, question number 10, says, what is calcium carbonate? Calcium is 2+. Carbonate on the table. Carbonate on the table, it's right here. CO3 is charges -2. So a +2, -2. Does that add up to 0? And yes, it does. CaCl3 is the final answer because it already adds up to 0. Number 11 says lithium sulfate. Lithium sulfate. Lithium is Li, is charge is +1. Sulfate is SO4, is charge is -2. Does +1, -2 add up to 0? No. But I don't have to have equal numbers of them. I can have 2 lithiums, that's +2 now, or 2 positive ones, and sulfate, which is -2. The correct formula of lithium sulfate, therefore, will be Li2SO4. Remember, we just want the charges total to add up to 0. Question number 12 is beryllium phosphide. Beryllium is Be, is charge is +2. Phosphide is P, is charge is -3. And of course, +2, -3 do not add up to 0. But what is the least common multiple between 2 and 3? The least common multiple between 2 and 3 is 6. So if I have 2 berylliums, sorry, make that 3 berylliums, each one being positive 2, that'll be positive 6. And 2 bromines, phosphorus, 2 phosphorus or phosphides, each one being negative 3. 3 positive 2s, 2 negative 3s, positive 6, negative 6 adds up to 0. The correct formula is Be3P2. Okay, so that's the